Hello everyone, welcome back. In this presentation, let's attend rapid fire quiz in SQL. Before stepping into the questions, here is a rule. There are 20 questions in this rapid fire quiz. Depending on the complexity of the question, the time to answer the question varies. So, I would request you to please pay attention to both the questions and the timing. Once the quiz is over, I request you to post the number of correct answers you got in the comment section. All the best, guys. Let's step into the quiz. Let's start with question number 1. Question number 1. Which of the following languages deal with the structure or the schema of the table? The options are option A DDL, option B DML, option C DCL, option D TCL. Your time starts now. Stop. The right answer is option A, DDL, because DDL, the data definition language, deals with the structure or the schema of the table. Example commands like creating a table, altering a table, dropping a table, all these are DDL commands. Let's step into question number 2. The question is, which of the following is incorrect about delete? The options are option A, the delete operation removes the selected rows based on condition. Option B, the delete is a DML command that removes the table from the memory. Option C, the delete operation can be rolled back. And option D, none of the above. Your time starts now. I hope you are done. The right answer is option B. Though delete is a DML command, this part is correct actually, but this part is incorrect. The reason is it does not remove the table from the memory because the schema still remain even if you provide delete command. Data alone gets deleted, not the structure or the schema. Let's step into question number 3. Here you go. How many columns are created in the output table for the following SQL DDL command? The DDL command is create table employee, ID of integer type, name of variable character type, department name of variable character type, and salary of integer type. And the options are option A 5, option B 4, option C 3, and option D syntax error. Your time starts now. Stop. The right answer is option B 4 because 4 columns we are creating here. Column number 1 is ID, column number 2 is name, column number 3 is the department name, and column number 4 is salary. Let's step into question number 4. The question is, what would be the query the user must have provided on the employee table, which is this, to get the following output? The output is this. The options are option A, select ID city from employee, group by city. Option B, select count ID city from employee, group by city. Option C, select count ID from employee, group by city. And option D, select ID, count ID, city from employee, group by city. Your time starts now. Stop. I hope you are done. The right answer is option B, select count ID city from employee group by city. When we look at the option, we can see 2 columns are here. One is count ID and city. Count ID and city are available only in this option. So by looking at option B, we can easily answer this question. Option A has additional attribute like ID. Option C has only count ID. Option D has ID, count ID and city. Let's move on to question number 5. Here we go. The following query was executed on the following table, which is this table. How many rows would be there in the output of this query? Select all columns from employee where salary between 40,000 and 50,000. And the options are option A 1, option B 2, option C 3, and option D 4. Your time starts now. Stop. The right answer for this question is option B 2. Because the output should contain anything between 40,000 and 50,000. So if you see here, between 40,000 and 50,000, only these two rows are matching. So 50,000 is also included. And that's why we get the output as 2. Let's move on to question number 6. What data type is the most appropriate for the third column in the below schema? The schema contains employee ID as the first column, employee name, date of birth, salary, city, and zip code. Zip code or pin code. The options are option A, character, option B, variable character, option C, text, option D, none of the above. Your time starts now. Stop. The right answer for this is none of the above because what we are dealing here is the date of birth attribute. For date of birth, date is the appropriate data type. So here, none of the above is the right answer. Let's move on to question number 7. Which of the following command deletes all the rows from the table? The options are option A, drop, option B, truncate, option C, delete, and option D, none of the above. Your time starts now. Stop. The right answer is option B, truncate, because truncate deletes all the rows from the table, but still the table exists. Whereas delete deletes the data, the table exists, but delete is actually based on conditions. When we want to delete all the rows in the table, we are required to give appropriate condition that deletes all the rows. Whereas truncate deletes all the data present in the table, but still the table structure exists in the memory. However, drop clears the complete memory. Let's move on to question number 8. Here we go. Which of the following command deletes all the rows from the table, but the memory allocated to the table still remain? The options are option A, drop, option B, truncate, option C, delete, and option D, none of the above. Your time starts now. Stop. The right answer here, it is again option B, truncate. If you can recollect the explanation provided by me to the previous question number 7, you know this answer is obviously option B, truncate. Let's see question number 9. Here we go. Which SQL statement is used to return only different values? The options are option A, distinct, option B, unique, option C, different, and option D, any. The time starts now. Stop. The right answer for this is option A, distinct, because distinct gives only distinct values present in that particular column. Let's navigate to question number 10. Here it is. It's an analytical question. Pay attention, please. A company has branches only in 4 cities such as Chennai, Delhi, Kolkata, and Mumbai. While designing a database, the designer prefers to create a table with this scenario that the value should be one of the values in the 4 cities in the city column of the table. I mean these 4 cities. Which of the following SQL constraint is suitable for the given situation? The options are option A, check, option B, unique, option C, null, and option D, default. Your time starts now. Please stop. The right answer for this is option A, check, because whenever any new row is inserted into the table, check constraint checks for the value inserted in this table whether the value is in the list of these 4 values, which includes Chennai, Delhi, Kolkata, and Mumbai. Let's move on to question number 11. Which of the following constraint satisfies both unique plus not null features? The options are option A, not null, option B, unique, option C, foreign key, and option D, primary key. Your time starts now. Stop. The right answer for this is option D, primary key, because primary key offers the functionalities of both unique and not null. Foreign key is a referential integrity, whereas primary key is an entity level integrity constraint. Let's step into question number 12. Here it is. This is an analytical type of question. Please pay attention. A supermarket periodically provides more discounts on billing. But for most of the days, the supermarket runs with 5% discount on all products. What would be the appropriate SQL constraint to meet this requirement? The options are option A, check, option B, unique, option C, not null, and option D, default. Your time starts now. I hope you are done. The right answer is option D, default, because the supermarket runs with the default discount of 5% on all the products on all the days except for some period. And that's why default will be always helpful, so that the person who is doing the billing need not enter 5% always. Default it will be 5. Whenever there is a period, he or she can manually change the default value. Let's step into question number 13. Here it is. Which of the following SQL default constraint is the most appropriate from the below attributes mentioned? The options are option A, country attribute in an MNC, option B, city attribute in a local school, option C, phone number attribute of a student table, and option D, all of the above. Your time starts now. Stop. The right answer for this is option B, city attribute in a local school. I'll explain you. In an MNC, I mean a multinational company will have employees from various countries. So the country attribute cannot be having a default constraint by setting the default country name. At the same time, phone number cannot be a default constraint for any table. So obviously, student table also will not have a phone number attribute as the default attribute. However, a city attribute in a local school, this is important. In a local school, obviously, many people who are residing in that city will be obviously preferring admission for their wards. So, in that case, the city attribute is set as the default one. However, databases will help in making a change to the default attribute. I mean, if the person is belonging to a different city, databases will accept a different city name than the default city name. We are done with question number 13. Let's move on to question number 14. Here we go. A naive database administrator is creating a table called student with student ID as one of the attributes, with an understanding that the student ID column needs to be unique for all the students and no null values is accepted for the column. The database administrator chooses to use unique constraint for this column over primary key to meet the requirement. Now the question is, the DBS choice is correct or incorrect? Your time starts now. Stop. Obviously, the right answer is incorrect. I mean, the database administrator's choice of choosing unique constraint is incorrect because the requirement is this column student ID should be unique. Also, it should contain no null values. In that case, unique is not suitable because unique ensures only unique values are there. However, null values can be accepted in a column that is set with unique constraint. So the database administrator should prefer primary key over unique to meet this requirement. Let's step into question number 15. Here we go. Identify which attribute from the following tables is the foreign key as per the below scenario. Here is the scenario. There are two tables. We are required to find which is the foreign key. The options are option A ID, option B name, option C department code, and option D department name. Your time starts now. Stop. The right answer is option C department code because the department code in this foreign table is the primary key attribute where the table which is going to use or refer this foreign table is the foreign key. Let's move on to question number 16. Here it is. The following query, which is this, was executed on the following table, which is this. How many rows would be there in the output? The query is select count age from student. The options are option A 106, option B 4, option C 2, and option D none of the above. Your time starts now. Stop. The right answer is option B 4 because count age. It counts how many rows are there in this column, right? There are 1, 2, 3, 4. So the right answer is 4. If you have chosen A as the right answer, remember we have not given some age. It's count age. So please review aggregate function topics for more understanding. Let's see question number 17, which is this. The database administrator wants to assign the database user Rahul, he is Rahul, to have update privilege on the student table so that Rahul can update the table. So here is the table. The name of the table is student. So we are required to find or identify the right query. The options are option A, update table student, set ID is equal to 100 where name is equal to Piyush Soni. Option B, update student, set ID is equal to 100, whose name is equal to Piyush Soni. Option C, update student, set ID is equal to 100, where name is equal to Piyush Soni. And option D, update student, set ID as 100, where name is equal to Piyush Soni. Your time starts now. I hope you are done. The right answer for this query is option C, update student, set ID is equal to 100 where name is equal to Piyush Soni because this is the right syntax. If you see option A, object name is not required. In option B, whose is not the right keyword. In option D, as is not the right keyword when we set some value, when we assign a constant. Let's move on to question number 18. Here we go. The following query was executed on the employee table, which is this. What would be the salary value for the first row in the output table? The query is select all columns from student, order by salary descending. The options are option A 50,000, option B 60,000, option C 62,000, and option D 68,000. Your time starts now. Stop. So the right answer is option D 68,000 because we are just ordering the table in the descending order. So the maximum salary will be in row 1. Here the table itself is already having the maximum salary. So as per the question, the first row will be obviously 68,000. Let's move on to question number 19. Here we go. The following query was executed on the following table, which is this. And here is the query. How many rows would be there in the output? The query is select all columns from employee where city like percentage I, which is a wildcard. The options are option A 5, option B 4, option C 3, and option D 2. Your time starts now. Stop. The right answer is option B, 4. The reason is this wildcard says the string that ends with I. So in the city column, what are all the strings that ends with I? New Delhi, Chennai, Ranchi. So this query will return 4 rows, and that's why the answer is option B, 4. Let's see the last question of this rapid fire quiz, which is question number 20. The following query was executed on the following table, which is this, the same table. How many rows would be there in the output? The query is select all columns from employee where city not in Ranchi, Bangalore. There is a list. The options are option A 2, option B 3, option C 4, and option D 5. Your time starts now. Stop. The right answer for this is option D 5 because in the whole list, how many rows you will get where the city is not in Ranchi and Bangalore. So this row will be there in the output, but not the second row and the third row. This will be there in the output, this will be there, this will be there, this will be there, and not the last two. So in total, there will be 5 rows in the output. I hope you guys enjoyed this quiz. Please do not forget to post the number of right answers you got in the comment section. I hope the session is informative. I'll meet you in the next presentation. Thank you for watching.